Okay, so today we will be learning about Ethereum tokens, and from the previous class I had mentioned about ERC20 token and ERC7, the non-fungible token, that is the NFTs, and we had a comparison between the two, and we also defined we kind of saw that there is a difference between coins and tokens. And in this class, we will be able to understand more about the difference between coins and tokens. So you hear people talking about tokens, and at the same time, you hear people talking about coins. And we were also able to see the difference and some similarities on both in our previous class, whereby we said tokens are like shares. You can give people tokens as shares of a company. All tokens are redeemable to something. They are redeemable to something. Yeah. And they are also limited to an ecosystem. So that is what we will be able to learn and see the different coins and under the Ethereum blockchain. And since we started learning about Ethereum, because basically if you study Ethereum, then transition into other blockchain and understanding the fundamentals of other blockchains like Cero or Cardano or Matic will be the same, because they actually follow Solidity, because Ethereum is like their mother. Ethereum is like their mother. So most of the especially for blockchains like Matic and Celo, like Celo is a fork of Ethereum. So basically all the fundamentals and all the processes, apart from Celo using proof of stake, they have the same, they have the same features. So in this lesson, we will be able to learn all the fundamentals of ERC, Ethereum token, and how to build them, and advantages and disadvantages of tokens, and how to actually structure your ICO if you are creating one, and also how there are bridges, or how the standard functions that are available in ERC20 tokens. So to get us started, we'll start by asking ourselves a question. What are Ethereum tokens? So in Ethereum ecosystem or Ethereum system, token represent a diverse range of digital assets, such as vouchers, IOUs, or even real world and tangible objects. So essentially, Ethereum tokens are smart contracts that make use of the Ethereum blockchain. So there is something called IOUs. I think I mentioned this on when we were trying to when we were learning about history of money. And we spoke about different types of money. We spoke about the Kali shells, the metal coins, the note papers, and we also talked about fiat currency, and we also talked about now the digital currencies, that is Bitcoin. So IOUs are a form of I owe you something. We like not a smart contract, but a traditional smart contract. For example, banks used to reserve gold. They used to reserve golds for people, because gold was heavy to like carry, and at the same time there were a lot of robberies, and people are getting afraid, so they used to like entrust the bank. And then a merchant, let's say somebody buys some sisos for creating markets, mats, or mats and carpets. They would go and write IOU note and say that I owe you this amount of gold, so you can actually go and cash out that paper that I owe you this into the bank, and the bank would accept. It's more of it's more of like a check, something like a check or something like that. So those are the IOUs, and voucher. Of course, we know all our vouchers, and yeah. So tokens represent a diverse range of digital assets, and then we have the Ethereum community has adopted many standards that help keep projects such as Ethereum clients and wallets interoperable across implementation, and ensure smart contracts and app remain composable. So this one we spoke about it. It's the ability of a system interacting with other systems. Yeah. So typically standards are introduced as Ethereum Improvement Proposal, EIPs, which are discussed by community members through a standard process. So it's a proposal that the community of all the developers or anybody who is involved in the Ethereum ecosystem comes up with a proposal and says that this is the standard we will be following. They create an improvement proposal. For Zero, they call them the CIPs, Zero Improvement Proposals. And it's a document where it follows the standard way of you write a problem statement, you write the improvement that you want, you write the standard way of writing the functions. Yeah. So certain EIPs relate to application level standards, like a standard smart contract format, which are introduced as Ethereum request for comment. So this is how ERC were actually born. So somebody requested, created an Ethereum request for comment that was around number 20, and that's how the ERC 20 was born. So many ERCs are critical standard used widely across the Ethereum ecosystem. So I've actually created something, some of the more definition below here. So we mentioned in our previous class when we were learning about Web 2, about native token. So the token of the blockchain that your token exists within. So for example, ETH is the native token of the Ethereum blockchain. While Zero has CUSD, CEuro, and CUSD. DAI is a token created within the Ethereum, but is not the native token. So this one is created within the Ethereum blockchain, but is not the native token. It can often be referred to as a coin. So the native coin can always be referred to as a coin because it's the native token of that particular blockchain, or the coin that the blockchain that people use in that particular ecosystem. So like in a country, we have different ways or various ways for actually accepting payment, but we have a native currency that we normally use here in Kenya, and that is Kenya shillings. If you go to Nigeria, it will be Naira. Yeah. If you go to Europe, it will be Euro, or if you go to US, it will be USD. But different people or different communities within that country, they have other tokens which they are also recognized by the government, but they normally they are not the native currency. Like they are not the national currency. Like something like barter trade, it's something which is still used in different communities here in Kenya. So you can still do barter trade. You exchange cows for maize or for something, and somehow you will have to agree. So there is actually a definition that we say that money or money is just money is a is a system of symbols that people agree upon so that they can be able to transfer. So long as you have agreed upon those symbols, then you can be able to use. But there is that the national symbol, and that is the Kenya shillings. So for blockchain, it's the same. They have that native coin that for you to access this blockchain, for Ethereum to be identified as the Ethereum, there is ETH. All these other coins, yes, they are created within the ecosystem, but Ethereum has the native coin, and that is ETH. Then we have ERC. So ERC means Ethereum request for comment. This is used for any suggestion to improve Ethereum, and not only for tokens. Community members can comment on this request, which then either get accepted or rejected by the general community. So not only this ERC request, they not only apply for tokens, but also for other improvement, like the one that we have been having on layer 2 improvements. So we have another one, which is the EIPs. I mentioned about it. That is Ethereum Improvement Proposal. Once an ERC has been reviewed or has received enough positive feedback, it gets formalized into an EIP. It then gets audited and assessed by the core Ethereum developers. The difference between ERCs and EIPs is that there are hundreds of standards that address issues beyond the scope of the tokens. A full list of formally proposed standards can be found at this. There is no address, but I'll give you the address where you can actually go and learn more about the major improvements and proposals. So ERCs are more informal initial proposals vetted by the community. You can also take a look at GitHub. You can see some of the ERCs and EIPs, to learn more about these standards, as the Ethereum community is constantly bursting with new and fresh ideas. Then there are two types of coins, or not coins, but tokens. So we actually mentioned this in our previous class. We have fungible and non-fungible tokens. So the NFT, the NFT. So for fungible, we have one is equal to the other. So for example, $1 is always equal to another dollar. And then we have non-fungible. One is not equal to the other. For example, artworks, if we traded one for another, we are not getting equal value. And each non-fungible item is unique. So that's something about non-fungible and fungible token. And then we have another one, we have the spender. So spender is an address that gets approved by the token owner. The spender are approved to spend a specified amount of token within fungible tokens. That is the ERC20 tokens. ERC20 token is an example of a fungible token. With fungible tokens, to spend a specified amount of tokens, all approved to spend a specific token in the case of non-fungible tokens on behalf of the user. The user may approve the spender once, and the spender may spend on the user's behalf until their allowance is finished. So if you have actually looked at some of these contracts in Ethereum.io, we have the approve somebody to spend. So this is what we are actually talking about. So we can approve this particular address to spend this amount of token on our behalf, on the behalf of this smart contract. So this is what we are talking about. And then we have allowance. We have something called allowance. Allowance should be here. So it should be, yeah, this is the allowance. So this is the owner's address and the spender's address. So you can create an allowance for that. You can query whether this particular, the owner's address and the spender's address, you can actually take a look and see whether the address has been allowed to spend that particular, if it has been allowed to do that. Yeah, so those are some of the, yeah, so the user may approve the spender once and the spender may spend on the user's behalf until the allowance is finished. So on yeah, then we have message.sender. So this one we've talked about message.sender in our previous class. That was the smart contract. So the address that calls the contracts function. And then we have message.value, the amount of ETH in WEI sent within with the function call. Yeah, so that is some of the terminologies used in tokens, and some of them are a repetition of what we have covered in the previous lesson. We will also be able to encounter them maybe tomorrow, or tomorrow we might do a simple ERC20, and then we will be able to upgrade it so that by Friday we will have deployed the contract, and then we will be able to like do a simple transfer. So we will create a token called ADS token, and then we will be able to transfer the coin amongst ourselves, and then we'll be able, now on your free time, you will be able to also explore the different types of function, and also you will be able to do a transfer for yourself and also do an allowance or something. Yeah. So that is some of the terminologies used in tokens. There are more, of course. Yeah. Then we have the differences between coins and tokens. So you have heard people refer Bitcoin as coin, and and Ethereum as coin, and Namecoin as coin. But you have also had coins or ERC20 tokens having a name called like Ubricoin. So making the name have a coin in it does not necessarily mean that that is a coin. So coin in cryptocurrency refer to any cryptocurrency that has a standalone or independent blockchain. So a coin is any cryptocurrency that has a standalone or independent blockchain. Like Binance deployed their Binance chain. So that is a coin right now. Before it was a token because it was created under the Ethereum blockchain. But the moment they deployed a standalone and an independent blockchain that is independent of Ethereum, then BNB became a coin. So the same thing for Polkadot, not Polkadot, but Polygon. Polygon initially was in Ethereum, was under the Ethereum blockchain, but when they created the Matic blockchain, the coin, that Matic coin became like, or the Polygon coin became a coin. So that is the definition of a coin in cryptocurrency. So this cryptocurrency are bootstrapped from scratch. So they are created from scratch, and the broader network is designed explicitly to achieve a certain goal. For example, Bitcoin exists as a censorship resistant store of value in a medium of exchange that has a secure fixed monetary policy. The native token of Bitcoin, BTC, is the most liquid cryptocurrency in the market and has has both the highest market cap and the realized market cap in the crypto sector. So coin projects typically draw inspiration from the past technologies or other cryptocurrency and fuse them into an innovative network catering to a specific purpose. So generally, in reality, these coins have a particular problem they are solving. And that's why they are embedded into the blockchain itself. So for Ethereum, the problem they were trying to solve in Ethereum was they wanted people to be able to use blockchain through the use of smart contract. For blockchain, for Bitcoin was solving the censorship resistance and a store of value, and also a medium of exchange. That was the main problem that they were solving, and they embedded that particular solution into Bitcoin. The same case for Ethereum. For Zero, the concept is different because they are creating prosperity for all, and that's why they came up with a coin for banking the unbanked. And if you are able to like take a look at their approach, they are mainly focused more on social problems that are affecting the community, and they believe in prosperity for all, and their coin is basically based on community projects. So that's how you are able to like understand the different blockchain and how the different blockchain works. So we have another example of coin, and that is Ethereum. So Ethereum, or Ethereum's Ether is the native coin of a smart contracts platform for creating general purpose computer program that run on a decentralized blockchain. Rather than focusing on the financial data, Ethereum focuses on arbitrary program data that can cover anything from games to social media. Ether is used for sending and receiving, managing assets, paying gas fees, and interacting with a decentralized application that is dApps on the network. So you might also have heard about altcoins. Basically, altcoin is any coin that is an alternative of Bitcoin, like EOS, XRP, XTZ, BNB. So all of these coins have their own independent blockchain, as from what we have described coins. Yeah, so they solve a particular problem, and that solution is embedded together with the coin. So I believe that is clear. Or if there is any question about coins. Hello?
Yeah, we are with you.
Okay.
I hear you.
Yeah. So I hope that we have understood what are coins. Yeah. So now we go to tokens. So as we have seen, coins are embedded into the blockchain itself, the ecosystem. They are the native coins of a specific blockchain. Coins, on the other hand, are unique outlay of broader smart contract platforms like Ethereum that enable users to create, issue, and manage tokens that are derivatives of the primary blockchains of the primary blockchain. So for example, the ICO craze of 2017 and the end of 2018 was fueled by Ethereum's ERC20 token standard, which is basically a protocol for creating tokens besides ETH on the Ethereum blockchain that can be exchanged with other. So projects would announce or build an application on Ethereum using smart contract and issue a native token for use in that application, raising funds directly for investment in ETH in the process. So for like ICOs, people used to create tokens, and those tokens could kind of now become like the shares of that particular company. They would become like the shares of that particular company, because in a little sense, ICO is just the opposite of IPO. That is initial public offer. And when you have an initial public offer, it's when you now have opened your company for public ownership. And that's what ICO basically means, that the coin or the ERC20 token is open for the public to actually buy, because normally there is a private sale, there is a pre-sale, and then there is like angel investors or private sale is the same, where you sell the idea to investors, a few investors, and then you are able to do that. And then there is pre-ICO. So before you now go to the ICO, you do an ICO, and in that particular time, the coin is actually cheaper. The coin is actually cheaper, and some of these tokens are given. Some of these tokens are given as airdrops. Yeah. So like I participated in ETH Denver hackathon, and our emails were whitelisted for Spoke DAO. Spoke DAO is a coin that has been created under the Polygon or Matic network. So our emails were whitelisted, and we were able to like redeem 1,000 Spoke DAO. So this Spoke DAO, we are actually waiting for the Spoke DAO to be listed on CMC and see the value of Spoke DAO increase to something big. The same case for Gitcoin. I participated in the Zero hackathon. That was the UNODC hackathon in December, and I submitted the final project, and we also won. But apart from winning, my email got whitelisted for the Gitcoin airdrop. So I was able to receive like 600 Gitcoins, which I later converted to ETH. And that is one way of actually earning cryptocurrency apart from buying. And I believe that is the best way, because you are working for it, apart from you are not just getting the airdrop, because you have actually earned to have that coin, because you have shown your work, you have been able to participate into the building of the community. And yeah, so that is one way of like earning cryptocurrency or earning tokens. And apart from buying, you can buy them, and you can also trade them. So those are different ways of earning cryptocurrency. But I think the best one is when you receive airdrops, because you're just given free things, freebies, though there is nothing like free things. So that is an example of how tokens differ from coins. And tokens occupy a unique corner of the cryptocurrency market where they function as utility. So this also gives us another another field or another place that we can be able to explore. So we have two different types of coins. We have utility tokens and we have security tokens. And utility tokens have a lot of utility, or they have a lot of use case. For security, they just do insurance and something that like it's a security for you. And an example of security coin is the polymath. Polymath is an example of a security token. So crypto market where they function as utility. So a coin, or not a coin, but a token can have a specific utility. So for like Ubricoin, the coin that I created, its major utility or use case was is in health. We have other coins that are in entertainment, especially entertainment, different entertainments. We have coins that are focused on rehabilitating the environment. If you do something good, if you plant a tree, if you are able to conserve the animals within, if you are able to like today I saw something which is interesting. The conservatives of the conservatives of the linos were able to like create an embryo of the white lino, which is really interesting because it now gives us a chance that we will be able to see new white linos if the project succeed. So for those guys, we can like create a token and appreciate the work they are doing with such a token. If they do good thing, we are able to do that. So that's one way you can create a cryptocurrency, create something that has utility. And this is what I was talking about when I said that apart from and that's why I think I think that's the big worry about USDT and something like Doge. But with Doge, Elon being part of being part of the Doge ecosystem, it means that the coin now has a good utility because we know Elon has been doing great things with his company Tesla and SpaceX. So when you are also investing in crypto tokens or in tokens, you have to look at the utility aspect of the coin. Does the coin has utility? Because I believe what happened to Mark Cuban was a case of whereby the titanium coin never had utility, and that's why the developer did a rug pull. So these are some of the things that you really need to do. If the utility is something that is long-term and worth pursuing, then that coin you can be able to hold. And the coin also when it comes to even the coins, if the coin has a long-term or a long-term goal, which covers like more like, let's say 10 to 5 to 10 years, that's a good thing. So tokens with so where they function as utility tokens within an application ecosystem for incentivizing certain behavior or paying fees. So for example, the popular ERC20 token, that is the DAI, is part of the MakerDAO dApp on the Ethereum. So MakerDAO is a way for users to access credit instrument like lending and borrowing using DAI, which is designed to be stable. So ERC20 tokens like DAI can be exchanged for any other ERC20 token or Ethereum-based standards. That is the ERC 721, which is the non-fungible, including the ETH coin itself. So you can exchange MakerDAO for ETH or any other ERC20 token. But not, I don't know if they have been able to do that, but you have to convert DAI to wealth or into Ethereum so that you can be able to now get Bitcoin. So you see there is a lot of conversion with token. So if you are holding let's say DAI or Coin, you will have to convert it into WETH, and then from WETH into ETH, and then from ETH to the other. So you see, there is a process for converting ERC20 token, but with native coins, the interoperability is quite simple. It's not that complicated. Yeah. So for Zero, they did something with their upgrade, their recent upgrade. So people can now be able to like convert their Ethereum or ETH into Zero, because of the interoperability. But you will have now to convert something like Bitcoin. So I'm looking for a day as a developer. I'm looking for a day whereby somebody will be able to like convert Bitcoin without having to convert it into ETH directly. That is something that I'm looking for, and there are people who are doing that. Yeah, I think Chainlink is doing something on interoperability. They are doing a great work. That's what I believe. Yeah. And as a result, token exists as application-specific tokens within a coin's broader cryptocurrency stroke blockchain network, like DAI existing within the Ethereum ecosystem. So there are other tokens beside DAI. Those include the marker. We have Ubricoin, we have 08, we have AGA, that is the LEP, we have Komodo, and we have Golem. So for something like Komodo, they normally have Komodo exchange. Yeah, Komodo exchange. We have other coins like AGA, what is the other exchange? Let's see the other exchange. Yeah, so it was uploaded. I'll share the link. Market cap. Market cap. So I want to show you. Market cap. Just see. See. Coin market cap. Let's see. So for tokens as for utility, there are coins which were created for exchanges like Huobi Global FTX and Kraken. They have a coin that if you want to trade in their exchanges, you will have to like buy their coin. There is also, let's just check on. This is interesting. Market is good. Something like Pancake is a token which is under the Binance Smart Chain. You see this FTX token or FTT. It's a coin for the FXT exchange. Neon is a different blockchain. Neon is a different blockchain, and this is the coin. Recently, they had a hackathon. I wasn't able to like participate fully, but I registered to participate. So these hackathons are actually great. You can come up with an idea, and they are able to fund you, especially if your idea is so unique and you are able to like be able to present and be able to pitch your idea. Then we have so some of these tokens are part of either either the exchange, they have a utility for exchanging, for exchanges, or they have a certain project that they are actually supporting, something like Delta coin. So Delta coin is a coin on this one. So when we were doing what do we call when I was creating the Ubri coin, Delta coin was the only cryptocurrency which was focusing on health, especially for teeth. But yeah, the project was great, but I don't know. People don't really like supporting or focusing on health projects. I don't know. Ever since COVID came, there have less talk on there are less blockchain projects which are involved in health. Apart from the UK project, the two hospitals which used blockchain for COVID vaccine, and I don't know. I don't know why people don't really like investing. They can actually invest in funny projects like Doge and Shiba Inu. But when it comes to health and other aspects or other projects, I don't know. I don't know. People can actually invest in entertainment coins, because if you see the price of Delta coin, see the price of this Delta coin, and then entertainment coins. Name Enigma. So this one is you see. So this is an entertainment coin, and you see the price of it. It's really high. It's an entertainment coin, this one, but the price is way up there compared to the other coin. So I'm not sure what yeah. So these are some of the coins we will be able to now dive deeper and be able to understand some of these things and what it means to when you are actually looking for investment. Yeah. So mainly when you are registering your coin or your exchange into CoinMarketCap, you really need to have an explorer. You need to show where your coin where people can be able to explore your coin. And then this is the website of the coin. This is the source code, GitHub, most probably. And then you need to have a white paper, and then you need to have like a community, whether on your website or on Twitter, on Reddit. You also need to have a Telegram or a Discord channel, and also you need to show the contract itself. And these are just more on the addresses. And then these are more now on more on analyzing and yeah. So Damaris can actually tell us more on this, because she's more of a trader. Me, I'm not a trade analyst on a financial guru. So I'm not good with numbers, but I'm good at creating numbers.
Yeah, good at creating number. You're not good enough. You are good now.
Yeah, so Damaris can actually tell us something like return on investment, the price change, and something like trade volume, and these terms. Yeah. So these are some of the things that these are some of the tokens, and you can actually go and you can see that, like for like what I've shown you, the FTX, it's a coin that was created for FXT. So initially, when even in the decentralized exchange, they have actually come up with that is the Uniswap coin. So for every exchange, so that the exchange can actually make money, or they can be able to make money, there is a way they create. I'll show you. There is a way they create another smart contract called the exchange, and in the exchange, that's where now they set specific percentage that they will be taking for every transaction. They actually get money from transaction, especially for decentralized exchanges. But for centralized, they have they have a lot of ways they can be able to get. When it comes to withdrawal, you will need to, like, they will charge you a fee for withdrawal. Yeah. So these are the exchanges, the top exchanges, and then they do have their coin. Like for Binance, they have BNB. Yeah. Yeah. So those are some of the things, and yeah, so coins have a utility, but they have a general utility, like they have a specific utility. But for coins, they have they have a broader use case. They have a broader use case because as you can see, if you are creating an e-commerce, then you will need to use ETH, yeah, in a broader perspective. But if you're creating an e-commerce and your coin is the basic use of your cryptocurrency or token is on Delta coin, on health, then you cannot use that coin anywhere else. It's the same case for casino. So when you go to the casino ecosystem and they give you those chips, you cannot use them outside the casino. So it's the same for token. But if they give you back the fiat currency, now you can be able now to go and use that fiat currency into another ecosystem and use it in different platform. The same case for something like vouchers and just a minute. So sorry for that. So if you leave the casino, as I was saying, if you leave the casino and you live with the chip, even if you have even if that chip is worth 1 million or 20 billion or something, that was what you won on Las Vegas casino or something. You won't be able to use it because unless that particular person you go shopping to, or the shopping, they know the value of that chip. But if you give it to somebody else who does not know the value of the token that you are given at the casino, unless the value is scribbled on the chip, then you can't. And even if they get to steal your chip and go, unless they know where that chip belongs to, or the ecosystem that chip belongs to. So it's the same case for something like Bonga Point. So for Bonga Point, you can think for Bonga Point as tokens. The ones which you have given as airtime bonus. Once you get to speak with a few friends, and then you are given a bonus for that. I don't know whether in your place, Ambrose, you do have that. Hello.
Sorry,
I don't know.
that last statement, please.
I don't know whether in Nigeria you have airtime bonus, especially when you like call somebody and then you are given a bonus of airtime, which you can only use within that particular network.
Well, they only give you bonus based on your recharge, not based on the call you made.
Oh, okay. Then
In
that
Nigeria,
bonus.
they try that the network will collapse. It's
So
only based on what you recharge.
okay. So here in Kenya, we normally get what we call bonga points. These are points which you are given as a result of like having a longer minute of talking to somebody, and it's actually redeemable for Safaricom or within that network. So if you have a friend who is using Airtel, you cannot call them. But if you have a friend who has Safaricom, you can be able to call them. So that is the best example of tokens and coins. So airtime, when you buy airtime for like Safaricom, you can be able to use it across all networks. But when you are given bonga point by Safaricom, you cannot be able to like use them for other networks. The same case when you are redeeming those bonga points. So you can only go to a Safaricom shop and be able to redeem a phone or top up the cash that you have so that you are given a new phone. So that's how tokens work. And that is they have a specific utility and they have a specific ecosystem. Yeah. So that's it. The difference between cryptocurrency, not cryptocurrency, but coins and tokens. So lastly, as we finish up, so I said that we will talk about consensus mechanism, but I feel like we should have actually learned it before when we were introducing blockchain, but it's also good because we will be able to like understand, because I never wanted to like choke you with a lot of jargons, but yeah. So consensus mechanism is a fault tolerant mechanism that is used in computer and blockchain system to achieve the necessary agreement on a single data value or a single state of the network among distributed processes or multi-agent system, such as with cryptocurrency. It is useful in record keeping, among other things. So there are different kinds of consensus mechanism or algorithms which work in different principles. So a consensus mechanism, you can actually find them in every aspect. Like when it comes to dowry negotiation, the chief or the wazes of the village actually come close, and they have like a way that they normally negotiate a dowry, and they are like they have to come in a consensus mechanism. They have to come into a consensus. They have to agree that this is what is required for dowry. This is, yeah. So that is an example of a physical consensus mechanism, that people have to come into an agreement, and the communications are for this particular physical place. You can think of the wazes as the miners, and they come up with or the nodes that agree that this is what we will accept, and this is what the the bride will accept, and this is what the groom will bring. So that's an example of a consensus mechanism. So when it comes to cryptocurrency, we normally use algorithms and cryptography as part of the consensus mechanism to actually perform the consensus. So there are different types of protocols, consensus protocols, and the most popular ones is proof of work and proof of stake. And proof of work is a common consensus algorithm used by most popular cryptocurrency networks or blockchains like Bitcoin and Litecoin and Ethereum. It requires a participant node to prove that the work done and submitted by them qualifies them to receive the right to add a new transaction to the blockchain. However, this whole mining mechanism of Bitcoin need high energy consumption and longer processing time. So think of proof of work as the way we used to, like, in high school or especially in high school. A teacher will tell you that I'm going to actually give you a break if you are able to do a particular mathematical problem or a mathematical equation. And that's the only time that you will go for tea break or lunch. And you have to prove you are working. So this is consensus mechanism. So you have come into an agreement that for you to go outside for a break, you need to do a mathematical puzzle and you have to prove your answer. So if you are the last one to prove that, it means that you will be the last one you will actually lack tea. So it's a good thing because it means that you will have to do the mathematical puzzle very fast so that you can be able to, like, add your book into, get those lights and go out for tea. So the same case, the processing, you can be given a hard mathematical problem or mathematical puzzle, and then the machine will actually require a lot of computing power. And computing power, I mean the CPU, because it's the central processing unit, and it will require a lot of energy and a lot of heat will be emitted in the process, and making it also the time for processing the transaction, or not the transaction, or adding or verifying that if a transaction qualifies to be added, it will take longer. Now, for the other proof of stake, I'll also still use the analogy of the high school. So at particular time, the teacher would come and say, if you scored 90 marks, I will not cane you. I will not cane you, or you can go outside for tea. So that is proof of stake, that you have actually earned a lot and you have earned a right to actually make a decision on a certain event. Yeah. So that is the proof of stake. So proof of stake is another common consensus algorithm that evolved as a low cost, low energy consuming alternative to proof of work algorithm. It involves allocation of responsibility in maintaining the public ledger to a participant node in proportion to the number of virtual currency tokens held by it. However, this comes with a drawback that it promotes crypto coin saving instead of spending. So that is a problem, and I'm actually in that predicament, because now I've been forced to save Zero coin, because I have the voting I have a voting right on the Zero blockchain. I do have a voting. Instead of now spending the coins, I've been forced to save because there is also a reward for saving the coin and for staking the coins. So that's a problem with proof of stake, and it's not actually a problem because it makes you have a habit of saving or something, yeah, which for some people it's good because there are people who if you are rewarded to save, then it's good. So so we continue, and there are other consensus mechanism, and yeah. So in any centralized system like a database, holding key information about driving license in a country, a central administration has the authority to maintain and update the database. So these are comparison between consensus mechanism used in blockchain and the one used in centralized system. So the task of making any updates like adding, deleting, updating names of people who qualified for certain licenses is performed by a central authority who remains the sole in charge of maintaining the genuine records. So meaning that this person or this particular person can be compromised, and because of the level of or the time needed to like do the processing, the verifying, the updating, you will have to actually pay them or kind of bribe them so that they can be able to perform a specific task for you if you are renewing a driving license or something to do with insurance. And that is something that is known to happen in especially here in Africa, because of the centralized nature of such databases. But in public blockchain that operates as a decentralized, self-regulating system, work on a global scale without any single authority. They involve contribution from hundreds of thousands of participants who, on verification and the authentication of a transaction occurring on the blockchain and on the block mining activity. So for such process to be added, the same for driving license, for the same process to be added onto the blockchain or updated onto the blockchain, the participant have to be in agreement that this is how the user profile should look like. This is the name, this is the actual name of the user, provided the Oracle has provided the right data. You remember the Oracle. So provided the Oracle has created or has given the right data, then miners can be able to like validate that this is the actual information a participant, not a participant, but the sender of the transaction or the creator of the transaction has sent. So they will be able to verify and add the transaction immediately without the need of relying on one central authority or one person. So like today I had a problem. I had applied for a scholarship and last year, but it took time. So I went out to the office to inquire, and the person I met there. Hello. Can you hear me? Hello? If you can hear me, light on the chat.
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay,
I can hear you.
okay. So, what happened was that the person I met at the reception, basically told me that he doesn't have enough information to actually give me. So I'll have to wait for like 2 to 3 weeks so that I can be able to get the actual information, because the person who has that information was not available in the office. So you see the drawbacks of centralized systems. And with that, you can sometimes you can even go to like in a banking hall or a government office, and then the government office tells you, or the person at the office tells you that they cannot do that. They cannot process your information. They cannot verify your transaction or something, because the person who is in charge of that particular, especially if you're doing bulk withdrawal or something like that, you will have to like wait. But with blockchain, you don't need to wait, and you don't need, so long as the consensus mechanism or the laws that have been agreed upon by the miners is used, then you are good. So in such a dynamically changing status of the blockchain, these publicly shared ledgers need an efficient, fair, real-time, functional, and reliable and secure mechanism to ensure that all the transactions occurring on the network are genuine, and all participants agree on a consensus on the status of the ledger. So this all important task is performed by the consensus mechanism, which is a set of rules that decides on the contribution by the various participants of the blockchain. So there are other consensus algorithms like proof of capacity. So proof of a capacity, which allow sharing of memory space of the contributing nodes on the blockchain network. The more memory or a hard disk space a node has, the more right it is granted for maintaining the public ledger, of which it's good. It's a good thing, because if you have given a lot of space on the blockchain, and especially for something like IPFS, you deserve the right to maintain, because other small fish, like somebody who has offered 1 GB, they probably don't have enough light. Then we have more examples on consensus mechanism. So these ones you can actually do a more detailed research on them. We have delegated proof of stake. So delegated proof of stake is also similar to proof of stake. It's similar to proof of stake. So if you can go for, if you're creating a token on a blockchain, you can go full on. You can use full proof. You can use the full proof of stake or delegated proof of stake. So there is a difference. Then we have proof of capacity. So we have talked about proof of capacity as the memory sharing. And then we have proof of elapsed time. We have proof of authority, and we have proof of activity. I had some other, I don't know where I put those notes. Yeah, so tomorrow I'll be able to explain more on this. Thought I had some notes on time proof of elapsed time and of authority, but this one basically the way the names actually state. And then there is also another one which is proof of concept. So there is this website called Steemit, or a coin that is called Steemit. Steemit is a coin. See, Steam it Steam it. It's not available. Yeah, it's double E. So Steam and Steam.com basically has that concept of proof of concept. So for you to get, you have to like come up with a research. You need to come up with a research which is your own original content, and that's where proof of concept comes in. That this is my original work. This is something new that nobody else have done, and of course, people are always building on top of somebody's research, like what what Satoshi did in cryptocurrency or in blockchain. There was somebody who was there's somebody else who was doing a research on cryptography, and then there was somebody else who created the timestamp into the blockchain, and then there was Satoshi, and then there was Nick Zabon, and then there was Vitalik. So yes, your research can be based on somebody else's research, but you come up with their own concept. So that's what proof of concept actually means, and also proof of authenticity, or proof of yeah proof of so I don't know if you were able to see the Steemit website. This one, Steam website. This is the website. You can also create an account here, and if you are original, you can create if you are a developer, you can also write some articles there, and you will be able to earn some Steam. Yeah, it works the same as DTube. So in DTube, you are also posting something which is original, and an original video that is not available anywhere else, and you are able to do that. So you can earn a lot of streams. Yeah. So these are yeah. So basically made for academic people. And then there is also pre-search. I don't know if you have heard about pre-search. So pre-search is also a way that you can be able to earn, and also it's a decentralized search engine. It's like Google, but more a decentralized one. Then we have, but you can also earn using Brave browser. Yeah. So as you can see, these Steam coins, you can only use them on Steam because they are basically based on academic and search. The same case for pre-search. You can only earn this coin if you search using pre-search. Yeah. Then so these are some of the proof consensus mechanism. There is also another concept which is kind of new or something. It's a proof of knowledge base. This one. Proof of Gitcoin is also another thing, especially another thing for especially for Gitcoin and in cryptocurrency. So if you are more into tech, you need to like know whether the company or the blockchain solution you are using has a proof of Gitcoin, whether they have a Gitcoin account, and if whether they are able to like upload their code. So that is proof of Gitcoin. And then we have proof of knowledge. Proof of knowledge is something which is new. Not actual knowledge, but zero knowledge proof. So zero knowledge proof is just the basic thing, like you're able to like prove that you can be able the normal things that you do. It's like the KYC or something. Yeah. Yeah, so you can study more. There are different companies and different projects that are coming up, and they are using different types of protocols. So one party has to prove that they are doing something. Yeah. So this is new. This is something new. This is something new, and you can read more on it. Proof of zero knowledge proof. Yeah. So that's it on consensus mechanism, and yeah. So I want to share there. Let's get back there. So that is proof of stake and consensus mechanism, and yeah. So by now I think we are good with proof of stake and proof of work, because we kind of have talked about it in several occasions, and yeah. So these are the proof of stake. They're more like they're like 10 proof of on protocols that are used, but the most common ones are proof of work and proof of stake, and delegated proof of work, proof of stake, delegated proof of stake. Yeah. So in case you have a question, comment, concern, you can ask. Hello.
Hello, we are with you.
Yeah, so in case you have a question, concern, a comment, yeah, you can ask.
Well, I don't have any question for now.
Okay. Damaris? Hello? Hello? Damaris, do you have a question, concern, comment? Okay. Yeah, so tomorrow we will learn more about the other types of proof of like this other proof of stake, and I'll also do an introduction on ERC20 and some of the tools that we will be using. So we have actually learned about Solidity, and I've also mentioned Viper, which is a Pythonic programming language. We have also used MetaMask. So the only thing that we haven't talked about is Truffle. So truffle is not is an ice cream, not an ice cream, a chocolate. It's one of my favorite actually. And then we have Hard Hat, and then we have Crypto. And then we have Open Zeppelin. So last Friday I talked about Open Zeppelin as an all-in-one startup bot for developers to actually jumpstart smart contract backend application. And then we have Truffle, we have Ganache. Ganache is also a chocolate. And then we have Drizzle. So I will talk about them tomorrow, and then we'll also talk more about on the different architects of ERC20 token. Yeah. So yeah, this week will be interesting. This week will be interesting because we will able to like transfer a coin, and also we will be able to transfer a coin apart from learning the dynamics of not the dynamics, but the structures, that the structure of ERC20 token and how coin operate. We'll also be able to learn how to create one, and also do a simple transfer, do the basic functions, yeah, of an ERC20. So this week will be very interesting, and yeah. So yeah, I think we can call it an evening, and yeah. So enjoy the rest of your evening.
And you too. Thank you very much.
Yeah, and good night. So hope tomorrow will be also the same as today, more interesting and interactive class. Yeah.
Okay, it's okay. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Yeah, good night.
Good night. And Damaris, thank you for sharing the link, the link for the Ethereum, and yeah. So let's share knowledge, and I'll leave you with a quote today. I'm feeling like I'm feeling what do we call it? I'm feeling inspirational. So there's somebody who's there's some, yeah, there's somebody who said that the 21st century fools won't be those who cannot be able to write or read, but yeah, they won't be those who they won't be people who cannot read, but they will be people who can be able to actually read. What am I saying? Let me just start it over. So the 21st century or laggard or something in the curve, or in the adoption curve, there are people who are the last one, and they are normally called the laggard. There are people who adopt technology, the last ones, and those people normally there is something that explains a better way that explains it, and that is people the 21st century fools won't be people who cannot be able to lead, because we all know how to lead, we all know how to write, but yeah, those will be the fools of 21st century cause. But if they are unable to unlearn and learn, let me just learn to, yeah, if they are not able to learn to if they are not able to learn how to unlearn, learn to unlearn was and to unlearn, oh, sorry. And to unlearn so it actually goes like it actually means that if before you start something new, you have to end what you are used to be and unlearn the old ways, so that you are able to learn the new things. So those will be the people who will be who will have a privilege. Yeah. So this is it was actually made by somebody. It was said by Alvin Toffler, and he said that the illiterate of the 21st century will not be those who cannot read or write, but those who cannot learn how to unlearn. and relearn. So you have to learn how to unlearn and relearn. Yeah, because right now we have people, we have different we have graduates who have actually gone through different, who have actually done PhDs, masters, and all that, but they are unable to like learn how to unlearn and learn new things. They are unable to do that. And if you share information and if you share knowledge, and because knowledge, I believe, for us human, knowledge or learning is continuous. We are never learning. We are always learning something new. And yeah, that's something that I will like to like encourage. And also, yeah, we are always learning new things. And there is actually a person who said that we can like live in this planet and live this planet like knowing, like without even have known like 50% of this earth. And it's something which is possible, but if we learn and unlearn and learn new things, and we can be able to like get to that 50%, we can be able to know a lot of things, and we can be able to see a lot of opportunities in different areas of life. Yeah, so this is awesome. It has been an awesome evening. And yeah, uh, I'm not good in inspirational talk.
You're trying. You're trying.
But I'm trying. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's good.
So yeah. So enjoy the rest of your evening. And yeah, bye.
Yeah, thank you. Good night. Yeah, take care.